मैं एक आर्मी बैकग्राउंड से हूँ. माई फादर्स इन द आर्मी. इनफैक्ट वो जनवरी तक सर्व कर रहे थे. तो मेरा चाइल्डहुड बहुत नॉर्मल आर्मी बैकग्राउंड जैसे होता है वैसा था. आर्मी स्कूल में जाना, एक कॉलोनी में रहना, सारे मतलब मेरे जितने भी दोस्त थे उनके फादर भी आर्मी में थे. सो ऑनेस्टली बिफोर रब ने बना दी जोड़ी, जो मैं 6-7 महीने बॉम्बे में रही थी, दैट वाज माय फर्स्ट इंटरेक्शन विद लाइक सिविलियंस, सो एज टू से. बिकॉज मुझे एक तरीके से लाइफ समझ में आती थी. हम लोग हमेशा कंटोनमेंट्स में रहे तो हमारी लाइफ उसी में कंटेन्ड होती थी. इट वाज जस्ट कंटेन्ड विद इन दैट कंटोनमेंट. सो दिस वाज अ लिटिल क्या बोलते हैं, आई मीन अ गुड चेंज, बट इट टुक सम टाइम. On top of that, you come to a city like Bombay, which is so fast-paced. I was living in Bangalore, and then getting used to that was a bit tough in the beginning. But otherwise, I was in school. मैं हर चीज़ में participate करती थी. I was an all-rounder. I was good in studies. I'm not being immodest, but I used to come in the first 3 ranks in the class. At the same time, I used to be part of my school, my dance team. I was an athlete. I mean, athlete as in I used to run 100 meters and relay. And और क्या करती थी मैं? I used to take part in a lot of elocutions and debates. So I would say मैंने हर जगह पे हाथ मतलब मैं डाल देती थी, मतलब in school, every co-curricular activity, because maybe I just had so much energy. I had to use it somewhere. But there was not one thing that I wanted to do. So I think that's why मुझे नहीं पता था कि मैं एक्ट्रेस बनना चाहती हूँ कुछ. मुझे पता था कि मैं मॉडलिंग कर रही हूँ. I was very happy modeling, and I didn't think कि so soon such an opportunity will arise. I was only 19 years old when Rabne happened. But I'm glad that it did, because it made me realize कि something that I love the most, I don't think anything makes me feel good other than acting. I genuinely feel very, very happy with myself when I get a scene right, and I don't think anything else gives me that happiness. क्योंकि मैं मॉडलिंग कर रही थी, so ये rejection selection was a part of my life. बहुत छोटी उम्र से actually. In fact, I started modeling when I was 15 years old. So तब से I was used to going for auditions for ads and be shortlist में आना, कि phone आएगा और बोलेंगे कि आप हैं और एक और लड़की हैं, आप दोनों के बीच में. Usually that used to go to the other girl, the ad. So there was, of course, I'd faced rejection. But मुझे इतना अजीब नहीं लगता था ये, क्योंकि मैंने बहुत बचपन से जो आपके जो साल होते हैं जब आप मोल्ड होते हैं, लाइफ में जो आपकी पर्सनालिटी को जो चीज़ें मोल्ड करती हैं, it became a part of my life. That rejection selection became a part of the conditioning, that I had, because 15 साल से I was seeing this, ऑडिशन पे जाना, हाँ सुनना या ना सुनना, या even if अगर fashion week कर रहे हैं तो just are you getting a good outfit from the designer or not. So I was just used to all these things. So I think that's why maybe I was quite a tough girl that way. So when I came for रब ने बना दी जोड़ी का audition, मैं genuinely मैं इतनी irritate हो गई थी बॉम्बे में आने के बाद, क्योंकि हमेशा आप shortlist हो गई है एक और लड़की, एंड 4 दिन बाद उस लड़की को ad मिल गया, मुझे नहीं मिला है. I've done about 4-5 ads, but I got really irritated. I was like, ये क्या है? So when I auditioned for रब ने बना दी जोड़ी, मैंने makeup नहीं किया था. I don't even think I'd brushed my hair genuinely. I'd just come back from a show and gone for the audition, and I just did it. I just acted, and then I left, and then I got a call from the associate director of the film, the assistant at that time, and उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि आप shortlist हो गई हैं. तो मैंने कहा हाँ ठीक है. It's okay. I mean, I get shortlisted, but it was only when I met Adi, when he called me for an audition, and I met Aditya Chopra, that I started to feel कि कुछ serious बात हो रही है, because I realized he's the director of दिलवाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे. उसके बाद से चीज़ें थोड़ी serious लगने लगी. इसी ऑडिशन प्रोसेस के दौरान हमने एक फ़ोटो शूट करा था, एंड आदि भी थे वहाँ पे, और राइट आफ्टर द ऑडिशन, विच इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ द ऑडिशन, वो फ़ोटो शूट, मुझे मनीष शर्मा, जो उस समय पे जिन्होंने बैंड बाजा बारात बनाई है, जो उस समय पे असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर थे, उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि आदि वांट्स टू मीट यू ऑन द 4th floor. उनका ऑफिस जो है, एंड दैट 4th floor यशराज का, इट्स अ स्कैरी प्लेस टू एंटर. इट्स लाइक यश जी का ऑफिस वहाँ हुआ करता था, आदि का ऑफिस वहाँ है, उदय का ऑफिस वहाँ है. सो इट लुक्स लाइक इट्स वेरी इंटिमिडेटिंग टू वॉक इन टू दैट प्लेस. So he told me Dadi is calling you upstairs, and I remember मैं कुछ खा रही थी, and I went and sat with him, and I was hoping that he'd say yes, because I'd been waiting to hear this for the past 1 month, so I was बहुत jittery and I was feeling very nervous. I've made a decision, and you will play Tani's role in my film Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. And I don't know, उस समय I didn't have any reaction. I just thanked him. I shook his hands and I left. But it was when I was driving back that it all hit me. I just felt like sometimes you feel in life कि कुछ चीज़ें होती हैं आपकी लाइफ में जो आपको किसी एक जगह पहुंचा देती हैं. And I think जो भी उसके पहले मेरी लाइफ में हुआ था, it was to bring me to this day in my life. That's what I believe. अगर मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा ads करे होते जिसके बारे में I wanted to be a part of every ad. अगर मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा करे होते, Adi would not have taken me in this film because he wanted a completely fresh new face. So I think everything that happens for good, and that's something that I learned that day. And तब से I've always had that philosophy in life. And I called my parents. I remember मैं गाड़ी चला रही थी. I had to stop the car because I was getting so emotional. I was crying. I stopped the car. I called my parents. मैं उनसे बात करी, and I told them that it's happened. And I just I felt like the most special person on the planet that day. I felt like I was the most important person that day in the whole world. And that feeling never comes back again. It never happens. I think nothing has ever crossed that feeling in my life. जब सब अच्छा लगता है, the world seems right, everything seems correct. काफ़ी moments रहे हैं. I think God's been very kind मेरे career में. मुझे काफ़ी ऐसे moments आए हैं मेरी life में जो मैं I'm very grateful for. But if I had to single out few, I would say एक तो जब मैंने बैंड बाजा बारात पहली बार देखी खुद, I was actually very happy with the film. But I remember I walked out and बाकी लोग जिन्होंने film बनाई थी, जो क्रू मेंबर्स थे, वो सब बाहर जब मुझे मिले, उन्होंने मुझे प्रेज करना शुरू किया. एंड दैट आई कुडंट अंडरस्टैंड ये लोग क्यों इतना प्रेज करें, बिकॉज आई कुडंट अंडरस्टैंड द बिग डील. मुझे नहीं लगा था. इनफैक्ट आई थॉट आई वाज क्रैप इन द फिल्म, which I always do. I never think I'm good in any film. I never think I've done a good job. So I was just like, why are they like इतना ज़्यादा क्यों? Why are they getting so excited about this? But that feeling, just to kind of when you're not sure of something and somebody else is like so honestly telling you, and you can feel that honesty from another person. I think that was one special moment in my life. The other one I would say was when Raju Irani offered me PK. It was definitely the closest I felt to getting Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi ka news. He told me that Anushka, I want you for PK, and it was just surreal for me because it's after मैंने 6 फिल्में करी हैं. उस समय तक मैंने 4 फिल्में करी थी, and उन्होंने मुझे एकदम बता दिया. मतलब it's not even like he kept me waiting or something. He just told me that I've written the script and I think you're the right choice for this, and I'd love to have you in the film. So that was like it was a huge moment for me. I remember मैं नीचे गई, मैं अपनी गाड़ी में घुसी, और I was so excited. I did a little dance, and then I gave a high five to my driver. And I'm sure मेरे ड्राइवर को लगा कि तो पागल हो गई है, मतलब something is wrong with her. अभी तो finally out. Somewhere you begin to feel that बहुत judgments pass होते हैं, and मैं जैसी हूँ, जो मैं feel करती हूँ, जैसा मेरा मन करता है, मैं वैसा ही behave करती हूँ. There is no method, or there is not much thinking that goes into the way I speak to people or the way I am. So sometimes that judgment, when you feel that judgment, and people always कभी-कभी मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा सा exaggerate कर देते हैं कुछ चीज़ों को, आपके behavior को, आपकी कुछ qualities को, and sometimes it can be taken in a negative way. It can seem negative, and those are the times when you start doubting yourself and you feel like, should I become diplomatic? Should I be a bit fake? Should I also just क्या बोलते हैं, just काम करो आगे निकलो type. That is the worst time. That dilemma that comes often, actually, that is the worst time, because you don't know if you're doing right or wrong. मेरी life का turning point definitely I'd say बैंड बाजा बारात है. उस फिल्म से मुझे recognition मिला. As an actress, I got recognized as an actress. और मैं I'd say ज़्यादा खुशी मुझे इस बात की थी कि it was a film that was directed by a first-time director opposite an actor who it was his first film. So in a film like that, you know, I was noticed. So I think that I feel very proud, you know, and very like that happy proud about it. Ki if I've done something, I've done it on my own. Like मेरी मेहनत से मैंने acting मतलब you know I worked hard on the character. I'm from Bangalore. I used to speak Hindi in a way that you know South Indians do. My friends never spoke Hindi. They spoke only in English. So I'd worked really hard. Although people thought लोगों को लगा कि मैं पंजाबी हूँ, मैं दिल्ली से हूँ. There's no truth to it. ना ही मैं पंजाबी हूँ, ना मैं दिल्ली से हूँ. But मैंने बात करना सीखा. Of course script ऐसी थी कि you know आप लिखा हुआ था जैसे बिजनेस है तो बिजनेस लिखा था नॉट बोल मतलब इट वाज रिटन सो यू वर सेइंग बट आई फेल्ट लाइक मैंने जितना भी हार्डवर्क डाला था उसके अंदर और जितनी भी कन्विक्शन से मैंने उस फिल्म को किया था द रिजल्ट्स केम so I think that I would say was a high point not only because I got recognized and there was success that came after that but also because I got a reassurance that whatever I'm doing in my career whatever sort of way in which I'm picking up my films or the thought process behind you know how I want my career to lead जो भी मैं सोच रही हूँ मुझे लगा वो सही है वो करेक्ट है वो reassurance मिल गई मुझे so that I think I would say was a huge you know turning point high point in my life